The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newey Scruggs.
Players Lounge. That's right. Brought to you by Tostitos, the SWBC podcast studios here at the Star, home of the Dallas Cowboys. He is Heckma Harrison. Looking good.
Appreciate it, dog. That's a nice fit.
Yeah,
That's a nice fit.
I like that right there.
Well, I'm preppy.
Danny McCray, last day of freedom. Tomorrow, he'll be out there.
Wow.
Tomorrow, you're locked up with the kiddos tomorrow, boy.
Hey, wait a minute. You got something going on we don't know about, bro.
Marty love the kids.
Hey, we going to have a going-away party for you, dog?
Nah, I'm not on that list.
Well, that's really good.
I'm all right.
Find out some folks home training the manners. Everybody is doing different when you had them camps.
Golly.
So Danny go at camps tomorrow. I'm Newey Scruggs. So we're talking Cowboys as they get ready to face the Miami Dolphins Christmas Eve in Miami Gardens in Florida. So this is a game in which the Cowboys kind of need. They are
kind of need. They kind of need this one, just a little bit.
I need all three of them down the road. But hey, I'm just saying, it's winning would be a good thing. The Philadelphia Eagles are taking on the New York Football Giants, and then just looking on this from a Miami side. Miami is 10-4, got the same record as the Cowboys, and Miami in a very interesting position this week from this standpoint. They get 2 home games the rest of the year, and their third, the game in the middle of between is pretty interesting. And it's Dallas at home, at Baltimore, then they end the season against Buffalo. Baltimore is 11-3. They are the top seed right now in the AFC, but they're going to San Francisco this weekend, and they are projected to lose this game. So if you're Miami, you're playing to try to get the number 1 seed. So they've got a lot to play for as well as the Cowboys. And that's kind of one thing when I was just looking, it's like, you know what? Both teams have something significant to play for in this game.
Well, the schedule makers got it right for Miami. They made it interesting all the way down to the last game because that Buffalo game is going to be for Buffalo to get into the playoffs unless somebody has a catastrophic breakdown, or also for Miami to capture that number 1 seed as you just mentioned. So the parity in the NFL, boy, it never fails. Now for other teams like Philly, they have a little bit of an easier streak, and it doesn't make you feel any better about it. But I think on the Cowboys end, they just have to concentrate on each one of these games, finding out something different about themselves. Like at this point in the season, as you've talked about early on, what's the identity? Who are these guys? All of those things started to play out over the season. Right now, you are identifying as a team that can't play a physical brand of football and you can't stop the run.
Yeah, that identity, goodness gracious, of not being able to stop the run is
just
right
been
back sticking with us for years. I think that's tough. I think, I know we all feel like San Francisco is probably the best team in the league. I've watched that Baltimore Ravens team play, and sometimes they do play down to the competition or they'll give up a 14-point lead, but I think that game is going to be very interesting. But for both of these teams, the Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins, it's the same situation of you have to handle your business before you can even worry about getting help from other teams that are ahead of you, hoping that they lose or hoping another team beats them, whatever that is. You have to focus on what you're doing. Just like last week, we needed to focus on beating the Buffalo Bills to then put us in a better position to possibly get the 1 seed, and we went out there and we dropped that one. So this was another test of Miami where we need to go out here and get this win, and then after the game's over, we can sit there and start hoping that this team loses, it shakes out to where we could possibly get the 1 seed or possibly get the NFC East. But before that, you have to handle your business.
Yeah, I got
crazy. Yeah, man. What's wrong with you? You got some bad news on it?
That snuck up on him.
It did. Gosh, man. I'm sitting.
Save them.
I'm sitting here right now, and so I was just looking today, and I said, man, do you really want the 2 seed?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. 2 seed getting the Rams at home versus getting the 5 seed and going to Tampa Bay.
I know what you're gonna say. What you the path of least resistance. So I'm ready to hear this. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm on. No, what happens is I'm okay with the path of least resistance, but I'm not okay with possibly losing games or whatever that is to get that path. I still think us at home, we are a different team. The Rams, we played them, we beat them. All right, didn't look good for the Los Angeles Rams. So I'm okay if we're playing a home game against a team like the Rams. The only reason I would be worried about a 2 seed like that is if we somehow had to have San Francisco come down here and we had to play them in the first home game. But they're going to win their division, so we won't have to see that. So I'm okay with the 2 seed. The thing is, in the second round, you're gonna play a tough team. Like you essentially you can't run from it unless somebody get lucky and knock out one of the teams that you're probably hoping that you don't have to play because you do want the easiest route to the Super Bowl. But I'm okay with the 2 seed, Newey. Especially if you say it's the Rams. I've seen us play the Rams.
And this is
Heck, you.
No, my feeling on this is I agree completely with Danny in the aspect of we have to have a home game. I feel like that home field advantage is something that bodes well for us. It's intriguing about this matchup with Miami, how we match up so closely with them in terms of the perception of their team versus our team. They hadn't beat nobody. What they've been saying about us all year, we ain't beat nobody. And right now, the biggest perception about us is we can't play on the road, or we're a different team on the road. And I don't want to identify with it. I don't want to say that that's who we are, but you're just starting to see it even more and more that our running game, parts of our passing game, especially parts of our defense, does not travel. Yeah. So in the playoffs, I would love to make that first game a home game.
just so you feel a little bit more comfortable about it. I don't care. Look, hey, I don't care who it is. I don't want to go play anybody on the road. We went on the road to play the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, you see the Arizona Cardinals. That was with Josh Dobbs, not this Arizona Cardinals that now has Kyler Murray. It was the Josh Dobbs Arizona Cardinals, and we went out there and got beat. So essentially, it don't even matter who you going on the road to play at this point. Yeah. It's, hey, we have not found ways to play like we should play on the road. So just take all that out of it and say, hey, man, I want to manifest getting a home game. I want to manifest getting the 2 seed and getting a home game.
You want to get you some Sean McVay and Kyron Williams.
We've seen them already.
Yeah.
We saw them already. We play well at home. We saw Matthew Stafford. We saw Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. We saw they was all playing. They all played that week.
It's Baker Mayfield.
No, man, I'm not. Hey, here's the deal.
It's on the road.
It's on the road.
He won last year on the road there.
Yeah.
He did this.
You got stumped. Get you a home game. And let me tell you this about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That Jekyll and Hyde type of thing. You never know which Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to show up. One game, Mike Evans go out there and had 200 yards. Godwin got 150. The running game is flowing. Defense is playing well. Then the other games you'll see that it's Baker Mayfield. I don't want to run into on the road just so happens to be one of them weeks where Baker Mayfield is on, Mike Evans is on, and now we in trouble.
7-7.
I don't.
And look at these wins: Minnesota, Chicago, New Orleans, Tennessee, Carolina, Atlanta, Green Bay. They're losses. Lost to Philly, lost to Detroit, lost to Atlanta, lost to Buffalo, lost to Houston, lost to San Francisco. Lost to Indianapolis.
I feel better.
Hold on. Hold on. Did you? Can you read that again? The losses and the teams that you just listed,
yeah.
like you talking about nobody.
Yeah, he just passed
you
right
said
over
San Francisco, Philly,
Start
Buffalo.
From the top. Start from the top. Hear yourself say it.
Top teams.
No, they lost.
Cowboys top teams. Yeah. Right there. Cowboys fit right up in there. Cowboys fit right up. Yes.
I'm saying you listed them like that was nobody's.
Hey, man, they can't beat these kind of teams, man. It's good. I'm telling you right now. Man.
So you rather go on the road?
Get a 5, baby. If you're telling me it's Tampa,
you're playing reverse psychology on yourself right now. I'm gonna be good with the results. Give me the 5 seed. Let me go. You know what I mean? Is that how you feeling it right now?
Hey, man.
I'm not even worried about the first
You've
round.
already
though.
done it. You've already done this. You did this last year. You can go down to Tampa.
And as the 5 seed, what does it do? I think obviously lowest seed goes up top to the first seed. That means whatever matchup you had, because you'd be NFC South, you win that game, then automatically you would go to San Fran.
Yeah, that's where you head.
Or Philly.
Probably San Fran.
Okay. Just manifest.
That's new.
I
Listen. I understand where you coming from.
You're gonna have to go. You going to say no matter what. You're gonna have to go through. You're gonna go.
See,
you got to go.
You got to make it there first. You play well at home.
I'm saying this. This is what that's why the number 2 seed to me, because one of those West, somebody out of that division will end up having to go. It'll be an NFC West showdown. It'll be maybe Seattle or somebody like that. One of the lower seeds will get a win and have to go up to 4, and we'll have to go to Philly if we're the 5 seed.
I'd rather go see San Fran in round 3. All right,
wait a minute. What is round 3?
I mean, go get the. I'm saying, go get.
No. Yeah, I like that. I like it.
I would rather see them.
Stay there.
If I have to go to San Fran, I'd rather go there in round 3. Give me the 2 seed. They got the 1 second round. We played lower. They played low. And then if it just so happens to be that way, then it happens to be that way. But it's a hump we need to get over, Nui. It's a hump that we need to get over, and it's the second round. And 5 seed puts you in position to possibly be playing against that team that has just been a wall for you that you can't get past. I don't want to do it. Give us a home game. I know Jerry won a home game, so Jerry on our side.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think you want a game at home for all of the right reasons. You've been strong at home. And right now, that's why this Miami game is so big, because they can't go on the road and lay another egg. Just can't. Because, I mean, going based off of the last game versus Buffalo, you have literally no faith right now.
So this 7 seed with the Rams at the 7th spot, I believe will flip, because the Rams have the Saints at the Giants, and then they end it with San Francisco. So I think the Rams can go 2-3 down the stretch.
That's a tough game, that Rams-San Francisco game.
So the Rams and the Vikings both have 7-7 records. Vikings are right now in the 6th hole. The Vikings have to play Detroit twice, and then they got Green Bay.
I mean, that Rams game, they could go 3-0 on that one. Who knows where San Francisco will be and if they need to really play their starters in that last game, just based off where we are and where Philadelphia is.
And this is just follow my logic here. Let's say the Rams jump up and get the 6. 6 plays Detroit in round 1.
Yep. 6 would be
the Rams, and Detroit would be 3.
Okay.
Could be 3. I wouldn't be shocked if the Rams beat Detroit in the playoffs, much like we saw the Giants last year go up to Minnesota and win. That's an interesting matchup.
That's fair.
And then, if Minnesota ends up winning, the Cowboys might take on Philly.
Where?
In Philly.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be scared. I mean, I would not be scared of Philadelphia at this point in time. I just wouldn't.
I don't even think it's the team, though, Nui. It's the road. It's obviously not the team. We lost to Philly.
To me, it is more so than ever right now. It's the team. That thing looks bad.
No, I'm saying us, our performance. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily the team you're playing against, because you've shown that you can go out there and play against a team that has, they got 2 or 3 wins this season?
Yeah.
With a backup quarterback and lose. And you've also shown that you can go out there against a team who now is the Eagles, who that's probably where the downfall started, because they've been hanging on by a thread when we had got there to play them, and they still beat us. It don't matter who you play. You just haven't played well on the road, no matter who they put in front of you. It's a us problem.
No, I followed your logic, and I think what you're saying is it could bode well in trying to miss that second round matchup versus the 49ers. Is all you basically saying. Let's avoid that. If you don't get the 2 seed, say if you are at the 5 seed, if you have to go to Tampa, beat Tampa, you're saying somebody from a lower seed will go up and then beat the Lions, which would then send them to San Francisco versus us, because the lower seed.
San Francisco.
It'd be a remake of what happened last season when the New York Giants.
Imagine the Rams went on the road and
just saying,
Rams go beat the Lions. Rams go beat
But if you're the 2 seed, you're not playing San Francisco in the second round anyway. One not playing 2 in round 2.
No, it's not.
So just go ahead and get your home game, and you ain't got to worry about that anyway.
And then Philly got to come see you at home.
That's what I want right there. That's what I want. I want that. That's at 2 home games before we got to travel up to San Fran.
Yes, sir.
You know, like
Give me that.
That's what I want. Why
And see the 49ers in the 3rd round, which is the NFC Championship. I love that.
What if the Rams went on the road and took care of things?
Man, you don't see that. I mean, that's
Sean McVay got a ring for a reason.
They could, like the NFC West. I'm telling you,
it's crazy.
Sean got a ring.
No, I know it's crazy. I see
Kyle
it with
doesn't.
Seattle last week.
Yeah, it's a crazy place, man. It's a crazy place. I don't think San Fran's unbeatable. I don't. And we will see. We will see. Hopefully, somebody put a blueprint out there this week.
They better hurry up and put it out because we running out of time.
This is their biggest game.
You remember '88 back in the day? You don't count. You wasn't around. You wasn't invented yet.
I was born in '88.
Oh, you was here?
No, not in January '88.
No, I was March '88.
Okay.
I was almost.
He was a butler.
Yeah, I was almost.
Still in the sky. He was still a star. He hadn't come down yet, but he was in the oven.
Don't tell him the truth how you got it.
I was in there. Birds and the bees.
You wasn't here yet. I wasn't here. You don't know who Anthony Carter is. We know who Anthony Carter is. It was that kind of day. And our boy Wade Wilson, you know. So you couldn't that when they went out to San Francisco and they whooped them. It can happen, man. And we saw last year. I actually picked that Minnesota loss against the Giants. It can happen. That's all I'm saying. It can happen. Let's take a break. Offensive line issues. We do have to make our picks. Barry Church has already come in and made his pick for this game.
America.
And, Church, boy. He doesn't cease to surprise.
From the top row.
Whole lot to get here with Danny McCray, Heckman Harris. I'm Newy Scruggs. Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Hi, I'm Danny McCray, Dallas Cowboys alumni player here with Smoothie King. And Smoothie King wants to ask you, what's that sound? That's the sound of us magically transforming our smoothie bowls into 2 new decadent flavors. Dig into a cool acai or pitaya bowl, handcrafted with crunchy, purely Elizabeth granola, fresh strawberries, and finished with a velvety chocolate hazelnut drizzle. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or anytime you want to munch. And that's the sound of you making them disappear. Smoothie bowls, now in 2 new decadent flavors. Only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
There is no I in Dallas. There is no I in Hart either. No I in Blue Star or in Lone Star for that matter. And there's no I in how about them Cowboys? Smirnoff knows there's no I in football. Football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks, home or away, we rally together, we cry together, and we always rally cry together because there's definitely no I in Cowboys fans. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
The 2024 NFL Pro Bowl games are taking over Orlando, and the roster is up to you. Cast your ballot for the 2024 Pro Bowl games. Vote and send your favorite Cowboy player to compete in the ultimate AFC versus NFC showdown this February. Vote now at DallasCowboys.com/vote.
What did I tell you? Everybody went back for seconds.
Did they go back for seconds?
Everybody went back for seconds.
Telling you, dog.
I'll take some pictures for you on Christmas.
This is not a boring place.
This man
is full of action.
We don't need to do all that. All right, Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos.
That's good.
Brought to you by Tostitos, sir. Danny McCray. Danny's last day. He's coaching the children tomorrow.
Last day with us. It's our last day with us. Y'all say goodbye to Barry.
Yeah, like he finna call me Barry.
Y'all say goodbye to Danny.
Barrett.
Bye, Danny.
I'm Harrison. I'm Newey Scruggs. Cowboys getting ready to face the Dolphins on Christmas Eve down in Miami. Mike McCarthy says basically don't look for Hankins. Not playing this week on the D-line. Zach Martin doesn't know. He'll practice, but that's coach speak. He's not telling us. With the quad, and now my guy Tyron Smith, back issue. He had a back issue in the Bills game. The offensive line was not good against the Bills. They did not give Dak Prescott the kind of time he needed to get busy. So the offensive line with some serious issues. So if Tyron's not there, it's Chuma time. If Zach's not there, it's TJ Bass time.
So can you list that 5 without Tyron and Zach Martin? Go ahead. Just do it for the people.
Your boy Chuma Doga over here at left. Tackle, Tyler Smith is your left guard. Tyler Biotish is your tackle. TJ Bass will be your left guard. Your right guard. And your right tackle will be Terrence Steele. And right now, Miami's a 1-point favorite.
Max protect.
That might not even say it.
Max protect, 12 purse.
That might not.
We
even
going
say
12
it.
purse on everything. Don't you worry about it. We got tight ends in every play.
The good thing about it is
Schoonmaker games.
Yes, sir.
Chuma Doga, he's been getting a lot of practice reps.
Have he not?
So there is no excuse for not being able to pass off like ET, seeing what other teams are trying to do to make sure that they get an advantage over you. He's been getting a lot of practice reps, and that was my issue with the Tyron Smith thing at first of like, hey man, if you know this guy isn't going to be able to play on game day, then you had to get the guy that's behind him ready by getting him some real meaningful reps, game reps if you can, but at least against the ones in practice. And now since Tyron Smith has been practicing a little less, I can imagine that Chuma Doga has been getting more reps, so he will be more prepared to then step in if he needs to. But I'm still holding out for Tyron Smith, man. I'm still holding out that he's getting that rest, and then hopefully he gets out there and he's able to play and be 100%, because when he is still one of the best left tackles in the game.
If we have to go into this game with that starting lineup that you just said, then we're going to run the damn ball. We're going to have to. I mean, what can you do if you have a struggling offensive line? Run the ball. Don't ask them to sit back, protect. Let's go after people. And when I look at the Miami Dolphins or look at their defense, Christian Wilkes from Clemson, man, he's a different kind of player. Funny to watch. It's just the little small nuances of football. He's a joker. But Raekwon Davis, he's just one of those traditional guys that's a space eater. He's going to gobble guys up to allow your linebackers to play downhill. The great thing about Miami, I think when I look at the strength of their defense, it's now Jalen Ramsey coming back and Xavier Howard. Their secondary is strong. And it's because of what they get up front. Bradley Chubb, also I have to mention him from Denver. He's also a part of their pass rush. But I think they're susceptible at the linebackers.
Bradley Chubb.
Yes, Bradley Chubb. He got paid, hadn't done nothing since he got to Miami, and there's a reason. It's hard to move to Miami. But either way, I think where we can maximize is we have to get – come on, man. We're saying the same thing over and over again. It's every week we're saying it. We have to run the ball. And I don't care all those pundits and people out there that say, oh, the running game is non-existent. Well, you don't stop talking about Christian McCaffrey. You're talking about him being the MVP of the league. It's mighty funny how the running game don't matter when it comes to everybody else except for Christian McCaffrey.
You're going to be mad at me for this. I'm off that train.
You can't be, dog. You cannot be. Come on now.
The run game is something that we have become a team that we sprinkle in the run game. That's what 12, 15 rushing attempts is where we sit at, and Dak Prescott can also add into the running game. But I don't see us being a team that go out there and get 28 to 38 rushes. I don't see that.
That's not who Mike McCarthy is. It's never really been who he has been.
There comes a point in time in your season, and when he took over, what did he say? I want to protect this defense.
And what happened?
No.
In those first few games.
I understand.
Sports is fluid.
It is. It absolutely is fluid. But I think in those first 6 games, the passing attack just wasn't there. I think 5-6 touchdowns in those first 6 weeks, and then you explode for 23, whatever the number is over the last 6 games. I'm just saying this. In order to get to the championship level, protect the lead, what have you, you're going to have to figure out how to run the ball. That's what Tony Pollard being able to, on first down, being good on first down, being able to move the chains. that's where he's at the best. That's when our offense is moving at its best. When the play action is a threat. When you're down by 14 points and nobody give a damn whether it's play action or not, that's when you're dead in the water. That's where protecting Dak is a problem because nobody's going out to play action.
Yeah, no, and it's rough. I think that's the most confusing thing about our offense. Because when we rolling, right? But mostly it's because of Dak and his arm and being able to make the right decisions. Yeah. But I've seen times where Tony Pollard's good on first, or he's good on second. And even in the Buffalo game, Tony Pollard got out there. He made some big time runs to get you in position, to have some third and shorts. And it just and I'm saying we didn't capitalize on those opportunities. Like when I looked at Tony Pollard playing, I was like, I like the way that Tony Pollard's running the football right now, and the few chances that he got to be able to run the football.
You're an SEC guy, so I think the ground game is all about. SEC is the ground game,
mm-hmm.
And so who was the toughest running team that you faced at LSU?
Oh, Arkansas, easy.
Arkansas.
It was Darren McFadden and Felix Jones.
Okay,
and that was the beginning of the Wildcat.
Okay,
Peyton Hillis, all those guys on the same squad.
They had the big white boy.
Yeah, so that was
bringing meat at you.
That was rough, but help yourself. But no, that was the toughest running team that we played against because one, it was the same thing. You don't know where they're running. It was so much misdirection, so many pulling guards, pulling tackles, and then you throw the passing option in it as well. And that's the same thing. If you're not on your P's and Q's and gap sound, then a guy like Darren McFadden is going to go run for 200 yards on him.
So, and I asked you that question because, one, shout out to everybody that sounded national letter of intent yesterday. Also, but I think it's very important that when you come up against those tough running teams, like for me, it was Nebraska week.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska, Tommy Frazier, Tom Osborne, they had a running system that you just couldn't simulate it in practice.
Right.
And I think with the way, and correlating this to the NFL, I think sometimes it's hard to get a look during the week at a certain running style. And I think because the San Franciscos, the Miamis, it's hard to simulate that. It's hard to simulate a left-handed quarterback also. And so if you're not getting that look and you come up against something, man, you hadn't seen this, no other team in your division plays like this, I think that's what makes me nervous in this matchup because nobody uses motion the way that Miami uses motion. Coach Soul got his reputation from San Francisco being the run game coordinator, but a lot of that left with him when he went to Miami. Right. And so when I watched the tape, I'm like, damn, how are they getting ready for a cheetah? Who's mimicking? Who has the number 10 jersey on this week? Who's doing that?
The great thing about it is there have been teams out there who played well against Miami.
Absolutely.
So it can be done. It's just, do we have the defense and the personnel to be able to do it? And I think we do, but I think we just need to be more disciplined on defense. We need to be more disciplined. If you're going to put two people on Tyreek Hill to make sure somebody's always on top, then that person always needs to be on top.
So,
right? If you're going to double team somebody and take away a certain route, then that route needs to be taken away. If you're going to run blitz or put more people in the box to stop the run, then you got to be in your gap and be able to stop the run, or you just making the defensive coordinator look bad because he's coming up with all this stuff and you're just not in position, putting yourself in the right position to make the play.
So, Danny, then here's the question there, because what Coach McDaniel's waiting on. He wants to know, how do you want your medicine? Are you going to play man-to-man? Because you're a man-to-man team. You're not going to show up this week and play zone.
I'm like cover 6.
How do you want it?
How do you know it?
Cover 6, combo coverage. You got to give Tua something that he ain't seen. You can't let him get comfortable in knowing what you're running. Like it's gonna be a game for Dan Quinn, which I'm sure he's ready for. But at the same time, your players got to go out there and they got to execute as well. And I just don't think we.
Do you play man, Danny?
Yeah, you got to play man sometimes. It's the league. You have to play man. You can't not play man the entire game because this guy's doing that. You can't. Like, we all NFL players. You got to figure out a way. Hey, play 12 yards off, bro.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to play man-to-man, play 12 yards off. What we're going to give up is this 8 yard to 10 yard out. That's what we're going to give up. But we're not giving up the deep ball. You're a man team. You're going to play man sometimes, but you're not going to specialize in it this week.
Bill Clinton, Mr. Bob Dole, too old to understand the way the game is told. All right, we're going to make our picks next. Let's take a break.
He's Tupac now.
Yeah, he just turned into him right here on set.
With Casey and JoJo in the background. All right, Barry Church has made his pick. I'm ready to make my pick. We'll see what Heckma Harrison and Danny McCray got coming up this week as the Dolphins are a 1-point favorite at home against the Cowboys. We'll give you the picks next. It's our final Players Lounge show of the week. I don't know. You gonna do it tomorrow?
Of course.
Okay, so it's not. I'm out tomorrow, so Heck is here tomorrow. Heck and friends.
Heck and friends.
Heck and friends. That's my Heck and friends.
Let's do it. My man.
Go bring in Will.
Go to break.
Chris Beam, everybody
Yes.
Heck and friends tomorrow.
That's right. It's going to be
here,
the best
brought
one
to
of
you
the
by
year.
Tostitos. They're going to have all the Tostitos and everything going. All right, back right after this.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
Hi, I'm Danny McCray, Dallas Cowboys alumni player here with Smoothie King. And Smoothie King wants to ask you, what's that sound? That's the sound of us magically transforming our smoothie bowls into 2 new decadent flavors. Dig into a cool acai or pitaya bowl, handcrafted with crunchy, purely Elizabeth granola, fresh strawberries, and finished with a velvety chocolate hazelnut drizzle. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or anytime you want to munch. And that's the sound of you making them disappear. Smoothie bowls, now in 2 new decadent flavors. Only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Back to the Players Lounge.
DeMarcus Lawrence is the Dallas Cowboys nominee for the 2023 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide. Help Tank raise funds for Dak Prescott's Faith Fight Finish Foundation by casting your vote on NFL.com/Man of the Year or tweet your support using the hashtag WPMOY Challenge. Voting ends on January the 8th. Vote for Tank.
All right. Thank you, Heckma Harrison. Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. Danny McCray is here.
Y'all should. Well, I tell you what.
You
gotta be. You had to be here.
Thought you was my brother, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We supposed to be brothers.
Clarence is my brother.
Nah.
Clarence is my brother.
Okay, you go. He said his only brothers can be Q-Dogs. All right.
Hey,
We set Trip over here all the time.
You know what? But I love you though, Nui. I love you as a person. You my friend.
Thank you.
All right.
You
And
my
I'm
friend.
not. And I'm not a Q-Dog.
You my friend too.
And if I cook some bread, I would have brought it up here for you.
The kids ate it all.
That's not why you didn't bring it.
Y'all
You
bringing
made it
this.
clear
Y'all
you
bringing
ain't
this to the
never
show.
bringing
Y'all
no bread onto the show.
Because I knew my kids was going to eat it all.
Y'all bringing this to the show. The people out there don't know about what's going on.
Nui said
They don't care. They don't care.
They want to know what type of person you are,
They
Nui.
want to
No,
see
you don't want to know that,
us.
America. America, you don't want to know that.
You want to know what type of person
The
Nui
person
is.
you are, man. This man sit up here and gave us free food, and you up there moaning and groaning.
Don't bring me into this.
He didn't give us
please,
free food.
Please.
The knife did.
It was
He was supposed to pay.
That dude gave us an amazing
But
meal.
He was supposed to pay.
I still think about that.
You thankful for that
you see-
BLT?
Man, it was amazing.
Are you
you
thankful
see-
for that BLT?
Yes,
That was
a lie.
because I
the
paid
one
for
he-
church.
That's the one he paid for.
It was so bad I paid for churches.
You felt bad for even bringing it up, saying you was finna go get you.
He was like, "Yeah, let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I got it."
Oh,
And
man.
you know, church. Okay. Church ain't even offer to make
Alligator.
Barry, we needed you here for this one, man. This was a good one. This is a good one. You missed it. So sorry.
Speaking of Barry, he has made his pick. He is going with the Cowboys to upset the Dolphins 24-21 on Christmas
That
Eve.
is a surprise from Barry, and I'm telling you, I wish I had him here to get an explanation of how he saw that. I love that.
That is what he's doing. I've said it all week, and I'm going to keep saying it. Miami, they're all wrong for us, baby. They're all wrong. Miami 31, Cowboys 23.
Oh.
Brandon Aubrey with a big day.
38-35 Miami Dolphins.
You going with the Dolphins, too?
38.
I watched the Buffalo game, and I picked us. All right, so can't nobody say nothing about me not picking the Cowboys. I've been fooled and bamboozled.
They're all wrong for us, baby.
All right. It's 38-35. So I think we're gonna have a good outing, at least. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Offensive line issues right now.
That was the deciding factor right there.
Well,
Tyron Smith got a back issue. We're not sure about Zach Martin. Anytime we have an issue where our offensive line is like this, it don't end well for us.
Well, look, man, here's the thing. One thing I know about Miami is that they are not going to play the rope-a-dope with us like the Bills did last week. They want to turn this into a track meet. So this is one of those games where if they get on top, it could be a long, long day.
You like 70?
But am I right?
Because you know they scored 70.
It could really be a shoot. It could really be a shootout.
I'm ready to write it down.
But I'm telling you, the Cowboys win this one because they have to. Mm-hmm. They win this one because they have to. And I'm saying 28-20 is your final score.
That's a good defensive performance.
Yes.
I like that.
28-20.
I like that. I hope that happens.
We have to pull this one out.
I hope that happens.
This is because, again, the narrative on Monday is going to be the Cowboys didn't beat anybody because the Miami Dolphins are pretenders, or we got embarrassed in Miami. And we're pretenders because we can't win on the road. It's set up perfect. And the narrative for us we have to be able to answer games on the road because, like Newey just said, you may end up being 5 and your whole pathway to the championship game may be on the road.
I think that's the narrative at this point of like you can't beat a good team on the road.
That's it. That's the only one.
Because you can beat a good team because we saw that Seattle is a good team. They went out there and won with their backup quarterback. That is a good team. We know the Eagles, for whatever they are, they with 10 wins still.
Yeah.
So they're still a good football team, even though everything's falling away from them. But that's the narrative. Like we got to go on the road and perform against a team that's a good team.
Yes.
Even a bad team. I mean, go on the road. You have to be able to do that.
They can run the ball. You still don't have Hankins?
No.
You got two. These running backs are better than the one you faced.
Like you said, they're all bad for you, baby.
That's right, baby. It's bad. It's bad.
No, I think when you start looking at the tape, you go to a game like the 49ers and you go, man, Coach Mike McDaniel, when he had that, he was having a field day. You know, when you look at who they played and who they've lost to, you see some of the things that they try and do in the running game, and you could put that same thing on us. Who did they beat? You know, you beat the teams you're supposed to beat, but Mike McDaniel doesn't have the same personnel. He has a personnel issue in Miami because the kind of ball that he wants to play, he doesn't have a Trent Williams. He doesn't have a Debo. He has a cheetah.
Who's covering A-Chain out of the backfield?
I feel you trying to build it up, make yourself feel a bit more comfortable about this.
They don't have the personnel.
They don't have the personnel.
Who's covering A-Chain out the backfield?
I'm saying they don't have the same personnel as the teams that have embarrassed you in the running game. They don't have that same. I'm talking about as the blockers. They're tight ends. They're offensive linemen. Their offensive linemen are not better than Miami's offense.
They're a better run team than Buffalo. I believe that they have more weapons in the just straight up running game with A-Chain and Mostert.
Call him Moisture.
Call him whatever he is. I think those two weapons are better than.
No, I believe they're good running backs. I just don't think that they have the offensive line. I don't think they have the same offensive line. I said what I said. I'll add more to it before I take away from it.
Heck, they're fourth in the league in rushing.
No, I got it.
140 a game.
Who's number 1?
Baltimore.
Who's number 2?
Detroit.
Who's number 3?
San Francisco.
Not Buffalo. They just went out there and went.
And San Francisco is ahead of them by 0.3 of a point.
Okay. So my only point, the only hope. Hold on now.
Basically the same.
I already told you. I will add more to it before I take away from it. All right. Here's the thing. When you have a cheetah on the field, you have to account for him. That box is lighter, all right? But I don't think that the Cowboys come into this game saying, look, our DBs, Gilly and DeRon Bland, I trust these guys on Waddle and on Cheetah. I'm not going to give them a light box. I'm going to stop the run. My first order of business is to stop the run. If we don't do that, we lose anyway.
They had 8 in the box last week.
Hey.
Couldn't stop.
They don't have a better – I'm saying personnel.
Okay.
They don't have the personnel. They don't have a George Kittle.
Will you make us a promise, Heck?
What's that?
When we text you during the game.
Just make sure there's a minute left in the game for you to take it.
Just 1 minute.
Yeah, I can't talk to y'all.
We got to at halftime. Can we get to a halftime?
Yeah, halftime.
Yeah. Oh, I got to come to the podium at halftime now. What coach you know got to do an interview at halftime?
Melissa Stark, you doing it?
Give me a walk off. Y'all cold work, man. Y'all cold
They
work.
all do halftime.
Tom Rinaldi.
They running off.
We just spoke with Heckman Harrison here. Put down his Tostitos.
He didn't have much to say.
That's cold, dog. Hey, like I said,
if they're wrong for us.
they all wrong for us, baby.
Hey, tell me this: if it just so happens that Zach Martin,
10. Jesus Christ.
yes, it's not much. It's
Not a
much.
10th, dog. I was making this 100 yards. Not a 10th of a yard. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Would you keep your pick the same? You can't change it now, but would you keep your pick the same if Zach Martin and Tyron Smith can't go?
Yeah. I have to. We got to win this game. This is one we got to have.
That's right.
And I'm hanging this on my defense. If we are generational defense, if they are everything that you've been saying that they are, this is the one that they got to get after.
It's been a while since we said that.
Yeah, right. No.
That's how it started.
No, but think about, but here's the crazy part about that is you're coming off of a 5-game winning streak. And just in one game versus Buffalo, that is, oh man, they're going to beat the brakes off y'all. They going to kill y'all.
Who?
This Miami Rush. I'm telling you,
35.
they don't have the same personnel to get it done versus us. And I'm telling you, we can bum rush them with our front versus their front. The Bills put it on us. I have nothing to go off. The Bills did that with James Cook
and the Cardinals
and the 49ers
and the 49ers.
Yes.
Do they?
It's got to stop now.
Do they have what the Arizona Cardinals have?
Yeah. Yeah. They got that with a cheetah. All right.
Number one in total offense. Total yards.
Listen, man. They have a dynamic passing game. The yards after catch for Miami is insane.
I'm not letting you get away with this, bro. They have a dynamic running game and passing game. Is that fair based on the stats?
Look.
Is that fair? You're 10th of a point behind San Fran.
I'm running for mayor next year. Let my political answer come. Let my political answer come through right now.
You like Eric Johnson? You gonna change parties?
I ain't changing parties. Not mid-election. I'm gonna say it like this. They don't have. I'm not afraid of what they have up front.
Oh, we got
They have a lot of guys. They have a lot of guys missing on that offensive line, and I believe we can take advantage of it.
That's the game tonight. We got to pick this.
Okay, man. We do have a game tonight, don't
we? Got to pick that. That's they playing for playoff spots. Both NFC teams.
I'm not flipping.
All right.
Not reneging on my bet, on my pick. Mm-hmm. Not doing it.
He's a renege.
No, I'm not. That ain't me.
Don't be a Spades partner.
I saw a funny meme that said, when your partner asks what led, and your partner face like, what?
All right, we got 7-7 bowl. We got the 7-7 bowl right here. Okay, this is our 7 seed against the 6 seed right now. The Saints and Rams going down at SoFi. Rams are a 4.5-point favorite. Give me the Rams. Give me Puka and Cooper. 28-16.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams too. I need them to end this Saints deal for me. I think I'll go with a low scoring. Let's go 17-14.
Yeah, 28-20. LA Rams.
God. This man said by a 10th. Jesus.
He was like, and who's next?
By a 10th.
They run the ball.
I will do a Perry Mason, take my glasses off, I rest my case. No such luck.
Halftime.
I'll be there. Y'all make sure y'all show up at the podium, dog. Don't be doing all that.
We open. We're always open.
We'll be there.
We are always open.
I'm gonna be like, hey, coach, Tom Rinaldi here. Lisa Salters.
For us, it's good either way. Okay,
yeah,
right. Because if they playing well, I'm still happy. But if
y'all gonna pick any other games, or y'all just picking now? Y'all not worried about y'all record for the rest of the week?
Barry's not here, so
Oh, okay.
It's kind of.
So we take this week off.
So we went that right there.
No pressure. You can watch his games. No pressure.
Because they still upset about the Seattle pick.
Yes,
you got. And then
hot with that. Yeah, I am hot with that.
It's pretty obvious.
No.
Obvious, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
ain't that something?
I tell you, man.
Wasn't throwing up your frat right then, was you?
Hey, man.
That
was all when you went to Matt Patricia. You put the bad juju on you, so that was their fault. Merry Christmas.
Appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Louie.
And yours. Enjoy the kids tomorrow. I'm out tomorrow, so my kid broke her ankle. Got to go get that all. Cast it all up. Yeah, surgery on Saturday and everything. So, got to go handle that. So
speedy recovery.
Heck and friends tomorrow.
Yes.
That's what
come on.
That's a good reason for us not to get any cake, man. All right, speedy recovery to your little one.
She went back. I'm like, you have whatever you want. She woke up. I was like, I got this for you. She got them crutches and went on there to the table. I was like, Daddy got you. Boom, boom, hot.
So I'm not. I understand. Because I know that's not why we didn't get any cake, but it's okay.
No, it's all good. I can't wait to hear it tomorrow, man. You gonna try and convince everybody else?
No, I'm convincing.
You guys gonna have everybody.
That's one of my superpowers. I'm convincing as hell.
You make sure you mention that 10th of a point.
You know I didn't know that.
You know I didn't know that shit. 3
Who number 2? Who number 3? By a 10th of a point.
139.9 and 139.6.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Heckma. Yeah. Good stuff, man. So Heckma is here tomorrow on the Players Lounge, man. We got to do the Media Mash coming up here at the top of the hour. We'll talk to you then right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.